there's only room for one liquidity king. That one is set for life. It has immunity from the Vanguard effect. It never has to lower its fees, ever.
Never had a situation where so many ETFs doing essentially the same exact thing are going to be competing with each other. Like, it's not like there's not that much to differentiate on. They're all going to hold spot Bitcoin, and that's what they're going to offer.
Yeah.
All right, we have some Bitcoin ETF fees out, including Blackrock right here. IBIT is the ticker symbol, Blackrock. They are going to have a lower fee for 12 months or until they hit $5 billion. And their lower fee is going to be 0.2%, and then it's going to go to 0.3% after 12 months or $5 billion. Now, Ark, they had their fee at 0.8%, I believe, but now they're trying to race and beat BlackRock. They are offering 0% for the first 6 months or $1 billion, and then their fee will go to 0.25%. Now, it might be a tight race between BlackRock and Ark, but Van Eck right here, I love their ticker symbol, by the way, HODL. That is, I might get that one just because it's an awesome ticker. They don't have a waiver or anything like that. They're just doing a 0.25%, which is really pretty good already if you compare it to a BlackRock, which goes up to 0.3. So why do these fees matter? Well, they matter first to us, the consumer, because lower fees means we keep more money. They also matter to the issuer because it's kind of like a winner take most situation. To better articulate that, let's take a look at this video clip right here.
Can you talk a little bit about this race that you are both alluding to? I mean, is there going to be one Bitcoin ETF winner? I think, Eric, in an interview, you said there's going to be basically one at the top, a couple in the middle, and everyone else fails.
Yeah, I think, first of all, there's only room for one liquidity king. It's just the way it goes. There's going to be one ETF that just gets most of the organic volume. And once that one is sort of known as the one, more institutions and bigger investors will use it, and it'll just grow. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, and they all want to be that one. That's again why this is so fascinating. There can only be one volume beast. That one is set for life. It has immunity from the Vanguard effect. It never has to lower its fees, ever. Because when you're that liquid, people don't really care what you charge because they're going in and out. So GLD to this day is still 40 basis points. That's what it was day one. So you have pricing power, and that is beautiful. GLD is still the third or fourth highest revenue generating ETF. Still, even with many cheap ones on the market. That said, if you look at gold, there is a middle class. There's a 8 or 9 with over 100 million to, 20 billion. I think IAU is probably 20 billion. And then there's even some that are like 50 to 100. But then there are a couple that have launched over the years. They're like just total losers, and then they liquidate. So I'd look for one liquidity king, one respectable big one that may be on the cheaper side that advisors like who don't care about liquidity, and then like a bunch of middle class that use their own network.
All right, you heard it. So there will be likely one liquidity king, and then if they have that, they have the pricing power. So the fees won't matter. And that's why we're seeing all this competition between these providers and why they want to lower fees or even waive fees until they get a large asset under management. Because if they get that volume and they become the volume king, then they have pricing power over their fees and they won't need to lower their fees.
Not only that, but watch for the jockeying ahead of the race, right? We've already seen seed capital, like even Bitwise is planning to put 200 million. I've never seen that in a document. That's unusual, and then they have a commercial with the most interesting man. You've already seen what's the other firm? Hashdex has a commercial out already.
Right.
Then the fees. Invesco is going to give this like free for the first 6 months. Soon you're going to get a set of steak knives. There could be one that pays you for a little while just to come in, and then it'll charge you. So there's going to be massive jockeying right up until the starting gun. And again, further reason this is fascinating.
Do you want to go with a crypto first company, somebody that's doing nothing but crypto ETFs and focused on that world, focused on Bitcoin, what have you? Or would you just want to use a name like BlackRock or Fidelity, right? So that's going to differentiate things. Also, some of these guys, I can guarantee you, some of these issuers are going to do like essential proof of reserves. Here is our address. You can see that we have the Bitcoin. Whereas some of these bigger guys aren't necessarily going to want to do that. They might think of it as operational security risk, what have you. So you're going to, this whole process is going to be like what Eric just described, I think it's a winner take most, right? There's like one or two at the top that are going to get most of the stuff, but there's plenty of room for multiple other people to eke out a good living offering these products to a certain subset of underlying investors, because it's going to be fascinating to watch. Like Eric said in the beginning, we've never had a situation where so many ETFs doing essentially the same exact thing are going to be competing with each other. Like, it's not like there's not that much to differentiate on. They're all going to hold spot Bitcoin, and that's what they're going to offer.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments which one you might be interested in buying and which one you think is going to be the winner. I personally think it might be Blackrock, or it could be Ark. I think between Blackrock and Ark, that is some fierce competition right there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.